Hidup memang harus canggih, tapi pastikan kau yang pegang kendali.
Voice listener, right now we are currently having the Fitr in Indonesia and of course the world. And right now we are asking about the situation and maybe the event, the festive season of Fitr in other countries. And of course right now we are currently will be having the VOI talk about the Fitr in Colombo, Sri Lanka. With us right now is H.E Dewi Gustina Tobing, the ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Sri Lanka and Maldives. How are you, Bu Dewi?
I'm fine, thank you, Ray. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And of course, happy Idul Fitri. Mohon maaf lahir dan batin for all of the people there in Sri Lanka who are celebrating it right now. And I can see in the background it is really festive. Can you tell us about what is going on in Sri Lanka right now?
Yes, thank you. Happy Idul Fitri also to you and all the team, Ray. Today I'm in the residence of Indonesia where I stay now here. And today I host an open house for our Indonesian people. There are about almost 200 of them coming to my residence today. And we have a gathering here. So they come actually not only from Colombo area, but across Sri Lanka. So some of them come very far away. So I'm so happy to meet them. And we're happy to celebrate the Idul Fitri together today with the Indonesian community.
Okay, so how do Sri Lanka celebrate Idul Fitri? Is it different than in Indonesia, or maybe there's a similarities that is happening there?
I suppose actually there is a similarity. During this festive, usually they visit each other, the family, they celebrate together in the morning, they pray for their pray, and most of them pray in their own mosque. So basically, they stay in their own area. So today also we have some our Sri Lankan friends also coming to the embassy, to my residence, and we celebrate together with them.
Okay, so is there any like foods from Indonesia that you share to the people of Sri Lanka, like maybe opor ayam, rendang, or maybe ketupat to enjoy the Idul Fitri, Dewi?
Definitely, Ray. Besides inviting Indonesian people, Indonesian community, I also invite Sri Lankan people, as well as some ambassadors reside in Colombo. So I perform to them how Indonesians celebrate Idul Fitri. So I serve the ketupat lebaran, and I explain what is the significance of this. And I said at this time, all Muslims in Indonesia have this food in their own home, and then sharing also with their people surrounding in their houses. So I try to promote also our culture, our food, and of course, it's rendang and also opor ayam, sayur godok, and everything, all the small delicious thing from Indonesia, we display to them. And it makes also our people very, very happy because they cannot cook their own at home because they are busy and taking care of their family. But by coming here to the residents, to the Indonesian residents, they can enjoy and feeling like feeling like at home actually, because they can have the same food as they have in Indonesia.
Okay, so in Sri Lanka food, what is the people of Sri Lanka given to the Indonesian citizens to try for this Idul Fitri?
Basically, they eat biryani, mutton biryani, rice curry, and some other similar food like Indonesia. But they are more spicy actually. They have more curry. But we enjoy the same, almost similar food with Sri Lanka.
Okay, so how does the Indonesian community celebrate Eid in Colombo other than coming to the open house in your residence, and also what challenges does they face? Is it the time difference really a thing there for the Idul Fitri that's happening in Indonesia, or they have their own time to celebrate?
Well, today they come to my residence, but Basically, they also sometimes visit each other, not necessarily for today only, but also in another day, in another week. The thing we try to unite with Indonesian people by having the gatherings for sometimes. So that's the way for us to feel the family here. The challenge actually about the distance, not every people coming together, because many live in another area also, like in the south, in the central of Sri Lanka, as well as in the eastern part of Sri Lanka, quite a distance actually. But every community in where they live, where the Indonesian people exist there, they make a smaller group. So that's, although it's a challenge for them to meet many Indonesian community, at the end they also try to enjoy and then have smaller community among them.
Okay, so with the other places, is Maldives also a place that celebrate Eid al-Fitr? Since Maldives is actually the most number one visit for tourist destination.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. Actually, I reside here as an ambassador, Indonesian ambassador for Sri Lanka and Maldives. But for time to time, I visit also Maldives. But since we don't have office there, I only can stay for a very short time. And during that time, usually I try to meet our people also, to greet them, to ask them, and I tell them if they have problem or any assistance that they need, they could contact our hotline. So most of them actually work in the resort area. They also quite scattered there. So many resort, 100 or maybe 200 resorts there, and from one place to another so far by boat. So even among them, they don't really meet in a bigger group, but in a smaller group, they do have a community.
Okay, so for the community, how does the embassy support the Indonesian in Sri Lanka during Eid if they cannot come to the open house or maybe just stay in their group in the town that they are residing in?
Well, actually, during the Ramadan, I also visit some of them in different area of Sri Lanka. I went to central part of Sri Lanka, and then I'm trying to connect and contact all people in the surrounding area. So we have the point to meet there, and then we celebrate the Iftar together, especially in the south. So hopefully later also, I could try some other places also to celebrate the Eid Day with some other group of Indonesia in the other area.
Okay, so maybe the question I've been wanting to ask. So, for the Indonesian citizens that are currently resided in Sri Lanka, do they usually have other activities, especially the festive activities like Eid al-Fitr, that they usually come and get together to celebrate in Sri Lanka? And what is the most popular one that Sri Lanka embassy that is like promoting right now?
Well, actually, among our community, they have a smaller group, as I mentioned before. They have a kind of arisan. They meet each other every month and in different places. Similar like what we have in Indonesia, they do it also here. This culture, and for that, for the Eid celebration, I suppose they also plan their own. And some of them, most of them are here with us, but some of them already return home because I have their open house since morning, and now it's already a little bit late afternoon. They stay almost the whole day actually here in my residence. But later they will do the same also with their own smaller community.
Okay, so arisan is actually a global thing that comes from Indonesia.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so finally, my last question that I would like to ask you is how can Eid al-Fitr celebration strengthen cultural ties between Indonesia and Sri Lanka? Is it the togetherness that the embassy is providing to Sri Lankan people and maybe connect Indonesian diasporas that is currently in Sri Lanka and maybe the Maldives?
Well, we from Indonesian Embassy, we try to connect with Sri Lankan people. During the Ramadan, we go from one mosque to another. We visit Colombo Grand Mosque. So I bring all the Indonesian embassy staff and family to open and to do iftar in the mosque. And they are very, very happy and they welcome us. About 200 people attend the iftar at that time. Besides that, we also went to Kenya in the eastern part of Sri Lanka, where many Indonesian originate people stay there. Their ancestors coming from Java. And again, at the same time, we do iftar with them in the Java Mosque is called. Java Mosque. And then after that, I also bring my staff to Maskelia, where if we remember about in 1974, there was an accident of airplane bringing Indonesian Hajj at the time. They are going to actually on their way for doing Hajj, but it was an accident. And then after that, there is a monument there, and also Indonesian government, Indonesian people built a mosque in the area. So we connect them, and all of them are Sri Lankan people, and they are very, very attentive to Indonesia. They know the culture of Indonesia now because we try to bring Indonesia together. And at the same time, we also have here Sri Lanka Indonesia Friendship Association. Through this association, we try to promote the friendship between Indonesia and Sri Lanka.
Okay, thank you so much, Bu Dewi, for coming and come with us and talk about the Indonesia and Sri Lanka relationship, especially in today's Fitr. So thank you so much, for listener, for accompanying me in this special interview with Bu Dewi Gustina Tobing, the ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Sri Lanka and Maldives, about the Fitr in Colombo. And stay tuned with us, VOI listener, because there will be a lot more program and information that will accompany you in Voice of Indonesia. So stay tuned with us in Voice of Indonesia, from Indonesia to the world.